So if you're new here, my name is Louise and this is my whole channel. I do have a second channel which will be linked in the description box down below if you're interested in taking a look at that channel too. So I am somebody that talks a lot. If you enjoy someone that talks a lot, I am your girl. My foot is really hurting, sorry. I'm gonna just have to move around the screen a little bit for a moment. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to subscribe to see more, there is a link, I think it's down there. Don't forget to click the link and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I do upload. Like I said, this is my whole channel, but I've only committed to my weekly upload, which is on a Saturday at 5 o'clock. If I do any other hauls, they will be somewhere in between. I can't give you an exact time or anything, so if you do click the notification bell, then that will come up. There is another one coming up soon. There will be another Temu in a little while. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen, but there is another Temu on its way. Give me a like and a comment if you enjoyed today's video as well. So I actually do have a £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. So it's the weekly shop, you know. This is what will go with whatever I already have in the freezer, the cupboards, that type of thing. So I don't, you know, purchase everything every week. It depends what we need. You know, sometimes some foods run out quicker than others. It depends on what you're eating that week and stuff. And because what we are on 2 weeks now where I haven't been at work, so clearly we're eating slightly differently. I am planning on going back to work on Monday. Still in a decent amount of pain with my foot. If you don't know, I did actually pull my ligaments in my foot 2 weeks ago, and it's just taken a long time. What can I say? We're just working with it. So I actually did go shopping this week. It's the first time I've been out in, I think I worked out 11 days, apart from my hospital, apart from the hospital appointment, which was just cab there, cab back. I actually walked there because I need to build up the muscles in my foot. I took my time. I was very purposeful about it. So I was actually in the shop for like 2 hours. So I did have a good look at everything because, you know, when you've got to stop, you just stand there and food in front of you so you can look. Didn't really find anything particularly, you know, new or anything like that. Didn't really get most of the things off my list either, and we got really close to the budget, so I just went with the things on the list that I needed. I do have a lot of things on my list that I've run out of, but I may not need. You know, cooking things. I did cook some bits last week, so I've run out of a few cooking items, but they're not things that I would use on a weekly basis. So I've just gone with the stuff we do need. I spent $58.23 this week out of our £60 budget, and as I always say, I will give you prices as we go along, but you won't come to the same total because there's always 3 items that I donate to the food bank. And the 3 items, and I leave them at the store because they have a basket ready to go. If I bring them home to show you, they'll sit in the house for weeks and I'll keep forgetting to take it back. So I just donate it straight off. This week, 3 items were a tin of rice pudding, a packet of curry noodles, and sanitary towels. So they're not here. I think that's it. Everything was fine. The shop was fine. I'll explain if I had any food ideas. Some things I did and some things I didn't. It doesn't mean that if I have a food idea that's going to happen this week. It just means at the time I had that idea. Sometimes it takes me weeks. You know, I might say, oh, I've got all these ingredients for a spag bowl, and then not make a spag bowl for 3 or 4 weeks away. It's just the way it works. You know, I'll use ingredients for something else or whatever. So yeah, 4 minutes in, not too bad. Talked a load of rubbish already, so if you're still here, awesome, thank you very much. Let's go with the haul. I have my receipt because you know what I'm like, I don't remember a lot of these things. Now, I bought some more turmeric. Sorry, wasn't even showing you then, was I? I do have some. So if you remember, I bought the ginger and turmeric to make some wellness shots, and somebody told me about the gingers, put it in the freezer, which I've done, so thank you very much. It'll save that going off. I'm going to do the same thing with turmeric. But this is the largest size packet they do. Like with the ginger, I could get like maybe, I don't know, like 3 times the size of this. But this is the largest they do in the turmeric. So I just thought I'd buy one every couple of weeks. I probably won't, I mean, I would only use a very small amount, but it'll be there ready in the freezer for when I do the shots. We're actually doing the lemon, ginger, what was it? Lemon, orange, ginger and turmeric shots. They're strong. You can, I don't know if you can see, I've got yellow now. That's from the turmeric. You've got to be so careful with turmeric. If you've never dealt with turmeric before, it stains everything massively. I mean, I knew it was going to stain, and I was very, very careful, and it still got me. So Very small packet, and where are they on my list? Turmeric. This is £1 for this packet. Yeah, that's just going to sit in the freezer because I'm going to make some different shots this week, as well as the ones for Corey because they're immune for him. I found another one that I'm going to give a go as well. Packet of potatoes, actually no idea why I've got them, like no plan for them. I just don't have any, and just the idea of not having potatoes in the house freaked me out a bit. I was standing there for a while thinking, do I even need them? Don't even know if I do, but we've got them anyway. £1.20. Oh, I believe that actually went up, because when I scanned it I thought, oh, it didn't say that. It was £1.25 before. Yes, it's gone up 4p. £1.29 for this packet. I got the pineapple, fresh one. I'm actually going to peel it and everything and not do anything for the first day, because I've mentioned before to somebody on here that it makes my lips sting and burn, but I do enjoy it. I don't have an allergic reaction exactly, but they did say something about enzymes or something, so if you peel it and you like leave it for that day, apparently it's going to make a difference. So we're going to give that a go and see if that does help, hopefully. See, that's why I love us on this channel. We all help each other out. I don't know a lot of things and you tell me, and sometimes I help out with things you might not have known. Awesome. So this was £1. And this is actually going to be for a wellness shot. I think it is just, what was it? Pineapple, turmeric, ginger, pepper and cayenne, I think. And it's supposed to help with pain and inflammatory and stuff. And obviously, because of ankle injury, that can't hurt. So I'm just going to give that one a go, see what that one's like. I got a cheap packet of oranges, because they're not ready to eat. They're just going to be for the wellness shot. So I didn't, I'm only doing it for the juice, so don't need to have a good, big, fleshy, if you're eating it, you want something a little bit more. So I actually went for the cheap one. And this is 89p, and there's 5 of them, which will do us good. Also, the reason I got another packet of lemons was for the wellness shot again, and these are 55p. Now, I've mentioned to Corey, my son, has been taking these wellness shots. He gets sick every winter, and he's pretty much sick the entire winter. He started taking them, I think 2 weeks ago, I think we started them. And he'd already started a cold, and within a week, he's got no symptoms anymore. And he seems really good. So, I do have the flu, cold and flu tablets, but they just temporarily relieve his symptoms, but it doesn't make him any better. This seems to have hopefully this seems to have worked. Could be a fluke, but so far I think this is working really well. So we're doing this every day. I will at some point record it and show you. I just when I get to it. Another packet of romaine lettuce, £1.15. These have gone back up now. They were 79p for a while. This is just our favourite because they just got a good amount of crunch to them and they just work for us. Yeah, I've got some sort of salad ideas, I think, but I'll tell you in a minute about those. I just went with the cherry tomatoes more because I'm having them for the salads rather than sandwiches at the moment, and these are 60p. Oh, milk, nearly forgot. Milk, 4 pint, semi-skimmed, £1.45. It just does us. It's the perfect amount for us at the moment, so we're just going with that. I got a tin of tuna, didn't need it. Was again, like, some weeks you use them, some weeks you don't, and I haven't used any this week, but I like to keep a good stock. We do have a good pile of these going on now. Don't know why, it's just one of them things that I just like to have a stock of. 59p, and I've always mentioned this whenever I show you this, which is on a regular basis. I have been buying this brand for years. Only once ever had a bone, never had any scales, and they're good decent chunks, so I highly recommend them. Got a pot noodle, don't need to stock up or anything. We've got 3, I believe, still. But it's just one of them random things that I just like to get when they're reduced. And they're 75p, which seems to be the lowest price they're going to be. And I don't think we got beef and tomato, so I just picked it up to go in the cupboard. Cottage cheese, 79p. I'm not very confident on my prices today. 79p, I was right. Now I've got 2 of them. I never normally get 2 of them. I'm the only one who eats the cottage cheese. But I've actually been following someone on TikTok. And she does these cottage cheese bowls. Like, it could be a pizza bowl or a BLT bowl. And it's got cottage cheese with ingredients from, you know, a BLT or bolognese or whatever, and she heats it very slightly, and oh, it's so filling, high protein, which I struggle getting in, so I'm enjoying doing that. I've tried a couple of the recipes, really enjoy it, and I can see where I can make my own. And I was just thinking, like, making one of the little bowls with a big salad, pouring that over the top, or actually what I have done a few times this week is a big bowl of green beans, and then make the mixture and pour that over the top. That's really good as well. Low calorie, which is good because I'm not doing so well with the food, but low carb and high protein, which is what I'm after. And I have felt the difference of being full in a different way, and I'm enjoying it. So, I mean, you know, these things don't last for me long, so whilst it's going on, we're sticking with it. So I got 2 of them for that reason. I got a big packet of chicken. I'm thinking maybe some slow cooker, shredded chicken meals, or maybe putting it with pasta or something. Whether it happens or not, you know, it's there if it does though. And this packet is £5.78, and there's 4 decent sized chicken breasts in there. Now I've got the cheap bacon that I couldn't get when I did my online shop because it wasn't available online, but it is available in store. These are actually £1.29 for 300 grams. Now I had to buy 300 grams for £2.50 on a deal, 2 for 4, so technically each packet was £2, and these are £1.29, so I'm definitely saving. It's the same amount, and they're just packaged differently. I think it's just the ones that don't quite make the mark, but I mean, they're decent looking slices still. So I've got 2 because I'm really into bacon sandwiches and things. Never liked them before, but air frying them, oh, so different. Absolutely, you know, thoroughly enjoying that. And I'd actually seen this on the online shop, and I got different yogurts last week, but I thought, no, I'm going to get them. And they were in store. Now, where I saw them last week, they were £1.50. They're on a deal at the moment for £1.25, so bonus. I feel like I was meant to try them. They're Muller yogurts, the Greek style ones. Smooth banoffee flavour yogurt. Just thought it sounded nice, something a little bit different. Corey and I do enjoy the Mullers anyway, so I can't see it being a bad thing. And, you know, zero fat, zero sugar. High protein. See, again, I'm in the protein kick at the moment. Cheddar cheese. Now, I actually just scanned it. I didn't even look at it because I knew I was going to get it anyway. Was it on a deal? Yes, it's still at £2.55 at the moment. I'm sure it was £2.89-ish before for 400 grams. And I like this one. I think somebody commented about it not being good, but I like it. So get the ones I like. I went for ham. Cheap one. Don't normally do that. When I did go through a phase of ham, which I'm not usually much of a meaty, but you know, at the moment apparently I am. I would always get the slightly more expensive one, and that's because they were more specific, like a smoked one or something. This isn't, but it looks fine, and I felt okay with it, so we went with that. It is cheaper. I can't remember how much the other one is, but this one is £1.95 for 400 grams. That's actually not that bad. I'll make sure I don't miss anything. Let's go back up here. Obviously, Corey's cracked into it. So I actually did do the shop yesterday, but as I've mentioned before, because of my foot and the fact I have fibro, if I shop one day, normally I would haul the following day. Doesn't always follow, but my foot, you know, I've got to build up the muscles, and I can really feel it today. So I didn't haul yesterday, hence the reason a couple of bits have been broken into. So, yeah. Corey's started drinking his fizzy. This is the cherry cola, and this is 65p a bottle. It's actually really, really good. So if you've not tried it, I would recommend giving that one a go. 60p for the diet lemonade. That's for me. I wanted something carbonated, and I stood there for the longest time and I couldn't decide. Then I remembered I've got some juices here. I've got a strawberry juice, and I think I've got an orange juice. So I thought, just go lemonade. I can have lemonade, or I can flavour it. It's bonus either way. They don't actually do the cheap one anymore, which I'm so disappointed about. They used to do like the 21p one, which was really nice. This is slightly sweeter, and I think that's why I liked the other one, because it was more sharp, and I enjoyed that more. But, you know, you have to deal with what you have to deal with. Got Pringles, salt and vinegar this week. If you've been here for a while, you know I'm buying these for Christmas. This will be now 3 packets. Pringles are something we don't buy that often. It is a treat product. I think, I don't really know what's happening at Christmas. Oh, look, my hand. Sorry about that. Lost my flow. Yeah, so Pringles, I like a treat one, and I don't know who's going to be around and whatever, but we're going to overbuy, like everybody overbuys at Christmas, but I'm buying a little bit each week, so it's not going to be such a big deal. So that will go in the Christmas thing. Vegetable oil, I have mentioned that I had run out a while ago. We don't use it that often, but you know, Christmas definitely will need it for Christmas anyway. £1.85 for a litre, and there was loads of them this time. The bread, as you can see, cracked into, that was breakfast this morning, dinner last night, and I think Corey had some too. 75p, basic loaf of bread, just wanted a loaf of bread. I got some of the brilliantly buttery again. Now, I don't need it, but I want to try and get a stock, because hopefully I'm going to do some cooking through the winter. It's just something you end up, you know, you just cook differently. You know, bacon is something you do more in the winter, isn't it? And it's only £1, so I just picked one up to stock up with. Bicarb soda, I ran out. Didn't realise I have lots of the baking soda, but I didn't have any of the bicarb, and I wanted both. And this was, I believe, cheaper than I expected it to be. 65p. Yeah, that was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like £1. 65p though. That actually isn't bad. I got sour cream and chive dip. Again, it's not something we particularly need. We have Doritos left, or nachos, whatever you want to call them, from the other week. I have some salsas, and I just forgot that I haven't bought this for a long time, and Corey did used to like it. You know, if it doesn't get used now, it'll get used at Christmas. Either way, it's just one of those things just to sit in the cupboard, and I have no idea how much that one is either. I'm really bad with prices at the moment, aren't I? Asda dip, £1. Oh, that's actually not that bad. £1 for that. The salsa are £1 now as well, and I'm sure they're cheaper to make. But yeah, that's just to sit in the cupboard for whenever something comes up. I'm not doing too bad with not eating really bad food if it's not in the house. But this is such a long explanation again. We do have lots of random bits of chocolate and stuff, because we don't really eat it that much. But this is Corey's thing at the moment, so he asked me to get another packet of the white digestives. These are £1.50. I'm not a huge fan, but Corey absolutely loves them. And I got myself some milk chocolate digestives, just in case I do want to have a sweet treat. It's just nice to have something there. And I really enjoy these ones. They've got really nice texture, and these are 85p. I got some milk chocolate chips just because I did make a banana loaf, and I used everything we had. We only had little bits and bobs of packets left, so I just used it. I do need to get some different, maybe some white ones. They didn't have any white ones at the time. I might get a random selection, and we'll do some baking through the winter. Maybe Vlogmas will be a lot more baking than usual. Who knows? The girls at work will benefit, and they do not mind. So 65p for that one as well. Let's see. Okay, Corey asked for some rolls. Now this was really random. He just said, you know, the crunchy ones on the outside, the soft in the middle. I mean, that could be just anything. And there really wasn't much choice, so I just went with these. They're not crunchy, they are soft, and I don't know what ones he's on about. Our Asda has a whole bakery in the store, but it's very up and down. Sometimes you can have donuts in there, sometimes you won't. You know, it's very random, and they don't have the full selection of rolls all the time. It's just whatever ones they decide to put out, I guess. I don't know how it works, because I don't work there. £1.20 I paid for those. I think it was getting towards the end of the shop, and I was just done. I just wanted to get out of there. My foot was hurting, I was done. So yeah, £1.20 I paid for those. 85p for the muffins. Corey wanted to do like a McDonald's fake away thingy. And we have most of the ingredients, just needed some of those, and I didn't have any. Usually I have that sort of thing in the freezer, because I stock up them when they're reduced, but they haven't been having such a reduced section. Plus, for the past 2 weeks, clearly I haven't been in store, so I might have missed out on a lot. Green beans, I got through the whole packet myself this week. It's so easily done. These cook down slightly, and you know, they're so low in calories and everything. You can have a big pile of them, and they're just really nice to snack on as well. And they're only £1, so I just picked another one of those up. We do have some room in the freezer now, so I got the broccoli as well. Just really enjoying a pile of veggies with, like I said, just a bit of cottage cheese and flavouring with the cottage cheese. It's really nice. £1.50 for that. I got myself a pizza. I always get Corey pizzas. I very rarely get myself pizza, because I just don't really fancy it that often. Not against pizza, just not, you know. And I thought maybe I would fancy one. So I've got this one just go in the freezer. If I eat it, great. If Corey eats it, it's not a big deal. I'll let him know. And then if I don't eat it, he can have it. Actually paid £1.25, I think, for this. Yeah, £1.25. The last time I bought deep pan pepperoni was like 90p. I knew it was going to be more expensive, but I prefer deep pan. That's the sort of pizza I prefer. Corey is a thin pan. I mean, it's fine, but I prefer a deep pan, and I love pepperoni, so I just went with this one. And look at the picture. Doesn't that make you want to eat it? They stick their pictures up, that's for sure. £2.45 for this one. This is cooked for Corey. Stuffed crust, barbecue chicken and bacon pizza. It's a cheesy stuffed crust base topped with roasted chicken breast, bacon and barbecue tomato sauce. Now, barbecue tomato sauce is definitely better on a pizza than tomato sauce, I have to say. Tissues. Now, you know, obviously it's coming up to that time of year. People will be getting colds and sneezes every now and again or whatever. We're going to try and keep it at bay, but it does happen. So I always like to keep stocked up with the balm, because if you're blowing your nose a lot, that does help. I mean, at some point your nose is going to get sore anyway, but this can help stave it off for a while. It's a 2-pack and it's £3, and I did check against the Kleenex, whatever it's Kleenex, I think, isn't it, that I got the other week that was on the deal. And there is more, what do they call it? There's more tissue in this. It's by square meters or something. I checked it all, and there is more in this one, so it is definitely a better deal. Then I looked at this because I keep forgetting. I wanted just a packet of tissues to go by the bed. You know, sometimes you might be having a bit of a cry before you go to sleep, or you just need to blow your nose and you want to go to the bathroom. You know, it's just one of those things you should just have by your bed. And I actually looked at the difference, because it doesn't matter if it hasn't got the balm in. It's not going to be used that often. And this was like, I thought I was going to remember. I'm going to tell you because it's relevant. You'll know why I bought it. Now, this is actually £1.10, and it's there. Total area 6.92, whatever that means. M2, I don't know what it is. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me on whatever that means. So, this one, total area 6.92. This one, total area 2.76. So, I'm assuming that's 2.76 per box. You get 2 boxes for 3. It's still only, what, 5 point whatever. I can't bother to do the math, honestly. Yeah, so this is still more. There's more in that than there is in those two. I paid more because that's got balm in it, and I'm happy to do that for people that have got colds. This is what they will use. This is just to go by my bed, just as a random. I'm fed up with having to get up to go to the toilet. You know, once you get comfy and warm in bed, you just don't want to, do you? So that's what that's about. And that was a really long one, wasn't it? Cotton wool buds. I went with the cheap one because, like I've said this before, randomly, every now and again, I'll try a product that I might buy a brand of it or something and try a cheaper version just to see. In Asda, I would normally get the Johnsons. 200, yeah, it says approximately 200 for £1.30 now. Now I know I could go pound store and get it for £1. This is 50p for 200, and I did try them, and they're absolutely fine. I would say the cotton bud bit on the end isn't as big, but it's fine. The length, the strength of the stick and everything is the same. So I mean, I'm saving half the amount of money on that. Well, more than half if I'm buying it in Asda. Yeah, so I am a convert. I will now be buying this, purchasing a cheaper product. Absolutely love it when that happens. You know, it's worth a try. Even if it had gone, you know, hadn't worked very well, it would be just used for something else, and then I would buy the original one anyway. It's still worth doing it. Now I know I'm going to be saving, so I like that. And Corey's recently had a tattoo done, so he asked me to pick up some of this. This is supposed to be good for helping with tattoos. A lot of tattoo artists actually recommend this. It is a nappy care ointment, but it's good for the care of tattoos. And this was a little bit more expensive, and you know, some people might be saying, well, why are you getting it? Because it's in your food shop. But this, our food shop isn't money isn't just for food. It's for food, it's for toiletries, it's for cleaning products, it's for medicines, it's for everything. It has to cover everything. And Corey pitches in just as much as I do to everything. So if he wants it, and he did offer to pay for extra if it was expensive. It was $3.70, but like I said, we're still within budget. So, you know, it's just one of them things. And I nearly forgot. It was only that I just saw it at Kumara. 24 bag of crisps. These are £3.35. They're 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onion, 6 oregano, 6 ready salted. It's just a standard, it's always in our shop. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this week's shop. I know went on a little bit. I'm sorry if it did start shaking. I wasn't sure if it was shaking or not. It's just, again, it's just, these things happen. I get the shakes and stuff. It's fibro, whatever, it happens. So I can't think of anything else to talk about. I think we've covered everything, all the food. Anything else I need to cover, really do need to get on with it and get on with the other channel, but we'll see. Back to work on Monday, so yeah. Things should be picking up soon. It's horrible when you've injured yourself and you can't do stuff you want to do. Like, even if you weren't going to do it, just knowing you can't, it makes such a big difference. But now I'm going to start building things up, and hopefully we can get some stuff on my other channel. I have a few ideas, and I need to step things up a little bit. I'm totally aware of that, and like I've always telling you, I will never make bullshit excuses. I'm just not on the ball. It is just what it is. As soon as I can get there, I'm going to get back on it, and the brain's starting to concoct some ideas and stuff, so it's a start. We're good. It's getting really, really cold in England right now. I'm trying to think, I always have to be aware, right? So you'll be seeing this tomorrow, Saturday. I hope you've had a lovely Saturday. I hope the weather isn't too bad. I mean, the sun is out, it's just freezing cold. I'm ready to get my snuddy back on, but I couldn't do that with my snuddy on, so my snuddy is sitting there ready to go. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. I hope things are going well for you and you're doing all the right things, taking your tablets, having your hydration, and going out and getting your natural vitamin D if you can. All the good stuff. And if you're not managing it, if you got out of bed and you watched my video, well done, you did something. I'm proud of you. So I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.